Dedicated to you in every way.
I think the most rewarding part of it is just working with folks and helping them get through they're selling their house or buying them a house, but people tend to think it's an easy process, but many times there's a lot of roadblocks and things come up, and it's a stressful time for people, and you can help them get through it. And actually the more challenging transactions are the most rewarding, even though at the time they seem very frustrating, but when you get through it all, it's the most rewarding. Well, it's some things that you can't control, I guess. Right now, you can't control inventory when there's not a lot of product available to sell people or to find for buyers. If it's a limited inventory, it makes it a little frustrating. But you just plug along and you do what you can, and you work with what you have and find what you can for folks. What do I need to know from a buyer? Well, obviously I need to know what they're looking for, the basic questions are how much can they spend, what parts of town do they want to live in, if they have a family, do they need the number of bedrooms, of course, and bathrooms, they want to live in town, they want to live, get a little more space, they'll be a little out of town. Those are the basic questions, but you also want to find out what their goals are, for them and their family, and so you can find out what they're really looking for. So sometimes they don't even really know. They think they know, and sometimes you find things for them that they describe to you, and they end up buying something that's totally different from what they said in the beginning. Well, I think the best thing I offer is that I've been in the business for 20 years, and not only know real estate, but I also know contractors and people who can get things done for them. Often you need to get repairs made, or some things with the title company, or some legal issues, and I have a lot of contacts in the community that I can help with a lot of problems. Sometimes the issues they need resolved are not necessarily related to the sale of the house, but if I can use my resources to help them, then I do, and I do anything and everything I can to help them along. Personal philosophy comes to business. Perseverance and just stay with it, and it's not a short-term thing. Business builds as your reputation grows and you stay in touch with people. There's a lot of talk in the real estate business about your sphere of influence and the people that you've worked with over the years. You have to stay in touch with them. Just this week I got a call from a mother of a young man who I coached into the league 12 years ago. And because I stayed in touch with them, they remembered me, and now I'm going to be helping them sell their grandmother's house. So you just have to stay with it. The philosophy, if you want to call it a philosophy, is just to stay in touch with your client base and the friends and community that you've developed over the years. Just the contact with people and helping them, the interaction with them, and the joy they get when they find the right house, or the relief they get when they finally get their house sold and move on to something else. Just the interaction with them. It's really great.
We sell or buy a house?
Well, of course, I'm here at Bray Real Estate. You can call the office here, or I'm always answering my cell phone, and it's 970-234-4830.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and thank you for this interview.